this is fascinating to me because I have a few friends who've done both fiction and not and nonfiction, and the argument is always, where is it better to start? If you start at nonfiction, does it train you to be a fiction writer, or is it vice versa? And I always think I got lucky having accidentally started as a fiction writer, because you're looking very much at structure and movement and pacing, and those things. It's very hard to have a successful novel, without at least employing those things at a moderate level. And I think they're really useful when you then flip over into nonfiction. I know how many times have I been told about this book? Kind of reads like a novel. Well, it kind of reads like a novelist because I'm kind of like a novelist. And I'm thinking very much about, what I'm sprinkling out there in chapter 1 that I'm saving for chapter 3. It's about the deployment of your gems. It's about the change of gear, and it's about directing the reader. And I think that's true of both things, but I think it comes as a really useful skill to pick up as a novel. I don't have any great desire to write another novel right now. Maybe I will, a few years, but right now, especially when you come to Miami, nonfiction is the obvious way to go, because it's just, the city is brimming with the most unlikely of stories. So why bother inventing one? I would, however, say that I read Carl Hysen's work before I came down to Miami, and I always thought, wow, this guy has such an extraordinary imagination. Once I moved here, I realized that he'd only really turned things up by about 10%. That's the Carl Hysen trick, which is brilliant. I take nothing away from it. I love his stuff, but it's sort of more or less all there out there. So why do you need to totally invent stories? There's so many around you.